Hello my friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree. I'm here to do my third video for BB Craft and show you how I'm going to be using a couple more of the products that I picked up this time. And first I'm going to work on using the charms. These are sewing theme charms. So I've got scissors and sewing machines and things like that in here. So, I mean, there's a lot, I could make earrings out, out of these. I could make a charm bracelet. But I'm going to show you the basic first thing that you could do is just take one. Say, I think for me, they're not heavy, but they're kind of big. I guess you could hang a little pair of scissors off a page, because they're not really, compared to how big they are, I would say, let me hang one on here and let's see if I think the same thing. Now, I really don't think they're too heavy to hang off the side of a page, but I would probably rather, use something smaller. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to use everything in something else that we're going to make in just a second. But basically, to hang off the side of the page, here's a little sewing machine. There's two different kind of sewing machines. It's like a whole kind of actual sewing machine here, and then there's a flat one in here too, and there are different colors too. There's the gold one and this bronze one, and I'm not sure if there's gold, the solid sewing machines, but these are tiny. So these are really easy to hang off a page if you just want to have a couple charms, clip a couple charms on your pages. You could just hang it on a bulb pin, or you could just hang it on a paper clip. Or you could hang a bulb pin on a paper clip. So if you hang it on a paper clip, say this is on your page, then this would be, let me just get it on here. Let me hang it. If you've never seen one hanging before, this would go on your page. The clip part where it has the double loop right here. Scoot that onto your page, and then this would hang off like that. So you could do that, or you could take one, let me take this off of here, and hang it. This is the flat one, and just hang it right on your paper clip. So again, just as a reminder, I'll have all the products and the website for BB Craft in my description box below, all the links. And if you do want to go over and check it out, which I would suggest, see how it hangs here with just hanging on the paper clip. It hangs so much nicer if you hang it, or you could put it on another paper clip and hang it from here if you don't have any bulb pins. Do the same thing. Okay, so it's hanging here. See, I like how it hangs down. I really like how it hangs on the bulb pin, but just say you want to use a paper clip, and then you could take another paper clip and hang it so it hangs nicer than just hanging it alone on a paper clip. But anyway, all the links, and if you wouldn't mind, if you do go over there to check out things, use my links, because then they know you came from my video. See here? If you don't have any bulb pins, just do that. Of course, you can use colored or whatever paper clips you want. Bronze, if you have some gold ones, whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's just leave that together for now so you can have those examples. And then what I want to do today is go ahead and make a tassel that I would possibly hang on well, I could put it on any journal, but especially on a sewing or a journal with sewing themed items in it. So I think I have this, I looked through my wax cord, and I had this one had the most on it unused, and I think I've been trying to use this a little bit here and there because I seem to gravitate towards certain colors, and I'm like, well, and then I run out of those colors, and I gotta look for just those colors. I'm trying to use some of this one, but it's kind of a dark brownish, burgundy-ish, more of a brown, but anyway, it's nice for a vintage journals, or something that it matches, or even if it doesn't match. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I want it to stand out, so I use whatever color, it doesn't matter if you think it looks good. So I thought, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I think I'm going to go ahead. I think it'll be easier if I cut this off of here. So I'm going to cut like a nice long piece. I might use, let's see. So if I were going to, I have my mushroom journal here that I haven't done a flip through on yet. I think it's finished, but here's the tassel here. So you can kind of go by that as far as what a normal length is for me anyway these days. I have made them much longer, and maybe you've been with me, if you've been with me for a while, you know I've made them much longer. So this is say normal here. Usually it's 12-14 inches, but I want extra room to tie knots, right? You leave yourself some room to tie some knots, and then you can cut off the extra. So I'm going to make it so that's normal. I'm going to make it like at least twice as long as that. So about right there. And I got some new scissors that I haven't shown you yet. These I got from Temu. I might get another pair of bigger scissors because I wanted some bigger, the regular size scissors. And I wanted to try out a couple pairs, see what I like. And of course I'll use, how you have, I don't know about you, but we have scissors in the kitchen and in the garage. And I think I have a little in my garden where I garden and keep my gardening tools. I have a pair of scissors out there. So it's like you can almost never have too many pairs of scissors around. But anyway, I got those, which are only a couple dollars on Temu. And then I wanted to get another pair of from Dollar Tree and kind of compare to I want another pair anyway, but I figured I would compare and see which ones I like better whenever I do get around to getting the other pair at Dollar Tree. I haven't been at Dollar Tree this week. I don't think I've been there a couple weeks. It's like if all I want is a pair of scissors, I don't really need to go by there, you know what I mean? Because I'll end up spending $14 instead of $1.25. So why go there when I don't need to? Okay, so let's get busy making this this tassel. And so let's see, I kind of am thinking so just say this is going to be, I'm going to put it in half, this string, it's right, this is the middle. I've seen how I got two strings hanging down, and this is going to go into a tassel. So this is not the whole tassel, but this is going to be intertwined into it. So and then we can cut off, if we have extra, we can cut it off. But I kind of want to look at it this way so that I can decide, like, I want maybe the scissors at the top. And the scissors, these particular scissors, all the charms in here have little loops on them except for the scissors. And of course you're supposed to use the little, wherever you want it, whatever's more convenient. And you know what I was thinking too, these would be cute in a cluster. Make a little cluster and put these on top, a little fabric cluster, and put this on top as your focal point. I would use either E6000 to glue it down because it is metal. It does feel like metal. Or I would try, I don't have an E6000 right now, so I would try my Fabri-Tac. And it would probably work with Fabri-Tac too, so I wouldn't really hesitate to use Fabri-Tac. But yeah. I just ordered some glue that I'll might try that too at some point. I need to glue something in my car onto plastic. I don't really want to explain it, but it's something silly, not silly, but something that came loose, and I want it glued back down, and I want it to stay there. So I had to order some glue that will stay, glue something to plastic. So we'll see how that goes. I hope it goes well. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't expensive, but it's just a little tube for like $3. So we'll see how that works out. But there's the scissors. I just tied a knot around it. You can tie, let's see, did I tie one knot? Let's tie a double knot just to make sure it stays. Okay, and then we're going to go down. Now I've got a new middle. But that, I don't want to make a new middle though. So I want this middle to be my middle, and then these to hang down. And I want to keep in mind, actually, that I'm going to be having other things here, like a rickrack and lace I've got out here. So I'm going to be tying this onto a notebook ring, and then tying a little say something around it. So I want to keep that in mind. So say I don't want anything to be above this point right here. So I'm going to keep that there for now, and just everything will go below the scissors here. So let's put a few more things on here. Let me actually adjust this a little bit, make sure I have enough room to make a little, it's like a little head on your tassel there. Okay, that should be plenty of room. All right, so from there down is where we're going to put everything. All right, so next on this side, let's do one of these little flat sewing machines. It's a bronze one. So I'm going to put that on the other side, about in the same spot as the scissors, and again tie a double knot. So about right there. It doesn't have to be, you know, I'm not trying to get this asymmetrical or symmetrical or anything like that. I'm just trying to hang them in a way that when it's hanging inside the tassel and integrated into a tassel, you'll be able to, you know, see them hanging and dangling. There's a little hammer in here. I'll probably go ahead and use one of those. Here's the gold version of the flat sewing machine. Trying to see what all different ones. I think there were 7 or 8 different ones. So let's see. The ones I have are those. Let's see what else is in here. The solid sewing machine. So let's put that over here. Go ahead and put another one on this side, and it's got a little loop on top right here. And I'm just trying to, I kind of would like to put one of each, but I don't have to have all of these on here. I just want to fill this up, but I don't want it to be too long either for my tassel. So let's see. Let me tie another knot. I'm kind of forgetting to tie a double knot here on video. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's about like that is how I want it. I think you could see okay. Alright, so let's see what's under here. Oh, here's a hanger. Little hanger. Let's do the hanger next. Super cute. Okay. And I'm going to tie that a little closer to the sewing machine so I can make sure I can get all that I want on here. Like I said, because I would like one of each. So I don't think I mentioned I have a coupon down below too, 10% off your entire order if you do order something from BB Craft, and it's Sheree 10. It's also linked in my description box, or I mean you just copy and paste it, you can just type it in, but it would be greatly appreciated if you would go in through my link to the website, and to if you want to look at the specific products that I got. Okay, so here's a little ball of yarn with knitting needles you know, poking through it. There's a little loop on top right there. So let's put this on. This might be the last one we put on this side. I don't know, we'll see how long it is when I get this one on here. Because I left a lot of room in between the scissors and the first sewing machine here. Double knot. And you can do more than one string. Like I could do, I mean, you can do as many as you want. You can do all strings if you want, you know, how some tassels you can do this, the strings, or you can do, I like to do the kind of mix of lace and rickrack and eyelash trim, all those kind of things. Okay, we need a couple more over here. So let's do the hammer next. It was in here. I guess you can use a hammer. I don't know why they have a hammer in here, but I'm going to go ahead and use it. Is it a hammer? What else could it be? I think it's a hammer. Try to think of, apply the hammer to a sewing machine. What else could it be but a hammer? But yeah, it's all right. I'm going to use it. Okay. Now, let me compare it to my, see how long it is now with the knots in here, and my tassel that I have on my, I think it's about at its length that I would want it. Yeah, it's about at its length. So I'm going to say let's cut it off there. I don't really want anything hanging down. You could say if you wanted something hanging below your tassel, you could hang one more thing on the end, but I'm gonna say we're done. So let's put this to the side and cut this off. Actually, I might wait a little bit and put some other things with it real quick. So since it's sewing themed, I got out some measuring tapes and I found this green one. So I'm going to put that in here. And let me go ahead and cut off because I need to see what I'm doing here. So let's cut about right there. This one with the charms on is going to determine how long everybody's going to be. And my middle, let's see, I said it was going to be about right here, so that the scissors won't be too close to the top. So about right here. That should be good. So we'll have all these dangling and to integrate into our tassel. And now here's the measuring tape. It's just little green. This is new. I have a lot of vintage ones here that I got out too because I couldn't find these at first. I have a few of these newer ones. And then I found them, but I still have these. So you could use a new one or an old one. There's some fabric ones in here too. But I decided to use this green one for now. We'll see. If I decide I don't like it, then I will replace it. But this is what I had in mind when I thought of doing this, is using one of these colorful ones. So there is a measuring tape. Now since I have the gold scissors, I got out my gold Rick Rack. I kind of wanted to use the silver. I actually got out the silver and I was like, oh no, I can't use the silver. I have gold scissors. So I got out my gold Rick Rack because I just used this in something else. What did I use it in? My mushroom journal tassel. I was like, I want to use the silver one, but I will use the silver one again at some point. This will look good because I've got some yellows and things like that, colors like that to go in this one. So I'm going to wait and see if I want any more gold before I put any more in there. So next, let's put the blue, some blue. See, I don't have a journal for this to go in now either, so it's a little different, although I will hang it. I have a little collection of tassels behind me that I make just for fun, just because like things like this, little projects, I need to make a tassel for this BB craft project. And so when I do that, I just hang them behind me, and sooner or later I will use it. So I'll have this one ready for whatever project I think it goes with. Okay, there's 2 eyelash trim. And let's see, this is some yellow, some pretty yellow vintage. I got it at a thrift store. Rick Rack. Tassels are so fun because you almost can't, you can always put any color into it, and it looks, when you're done, just go with it. Just get a bunch of colors and Rick Rack and lace and trims and things that you like, eyelash, whatever you have. Just get it all out and then put it together and then see what happens. And but finish it. Don't stop halfway. I mean, you can always take one out later because you can untie it the way I do it anyway. You can untie it and take a piece out, or say you put too much in there, you can. I mean, I've done that where I made them like, oh, there's too much in here, and I like divided it in half and ended up making 2. So this is a piece of a ribbon I found that I was like, well, it's just, like an ecru ribbon. It's kind of plain, but why not? Why not put it in here? I mean, why not, right? Like I'm saying, just get it all out and put it in there and see what happens. You'll probably be pleasantly surprised. And it's fun. And it's a good way to use up some of your, if you have some ribbons, or if you just have too many, maybe you don't necessarily want to use them up, but you have too many and you're like, I gotta do something with all these ribbons and rickrack and stuff I bought. Why did I buy so many? Make some tassels. They're nice to put on. You could put them on a gift or a gift bag, say. Okay, so I'm putting 3 of these. I do want to kind of use this up. I don't know. It's a nice, you know, but it's just kind of plain. You know, ecru ribbon. So, and I don't think I've used any of it. So I thought, well, let me get that out and use some of that. Okay, so here's some. Let's see. Yeah, yellow lace. I like the different textures too. I think it's fun. That's why I think it's fun to put rickrack and, you know, something sparkly and something lacy and, you know, all the different textures. You know, the eyelash, if you have any yarn, if you have any thick yarn or chunky yarn or yarn with little bits on it. You know how sometimes they have little things on the yarn, little chunks of whatever. Oh, this is just about the perfect length here. Let's see, is it too long? Oh, it might be perfect. I'm just going to leave it, not cut any off of that piece. Then I've got this, I found this just one piece of blue lace here. It's pretty bright, like peacock color. You might call it peacock, I don't know. Look at that, perfect. It's a bright blue, beautiful piece of lace. And I thought, why don't I use that up? Because it's beautiful, and then I'll use it up. Okay, I already used this. Let's see, did I get everything in here that I wanted? I only got one piece of, no, I got 2 pieces of rickrack. Okay, I've got this too. I didn't know if this was too dark. But like I said, I pulled it out. I'm going to throw it in here. It's got blues and different colors on here. Kind of almost like a dark rainbow of colors. This I got in Happy Mail. So I'm going to throw a couple pieces of that in there. Like I said, if you get it too fluffy, if you're just like throwing stuff in there in your tassel and you're like, oh my goodness, you put it together and you're like, oh, this is too much. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you want a fluffy tassel, but if you do think it's too much, just divide it in 2. Make 2 tassels. All right. And one more over here. I don't think I've got too much in here yet. There's one more thing I'd like to put in here. Maybe you can see it. It's right there. One more piece of ribbon. This is a really cool piece of ribbon here, though, or yarn, whatever it is, that I got in Happy Mail a while ago. And this one too. This is a beautiful thing right here. Kind of like a rainbow too, of softer colors. Isn't it beautiful? So let's put a couple of those in here, and that will be my sewing. And there's my charms right there. I kind of put them in the middle. Put one of these on each side. Okay, so I'm supposed to make 3 videos for BB Craft. This is the 3rd one, but I wanted to make another tassel or some dangles or something and use the strawberries. The strawberry in the resin jar, jars with resin and strawberries. So I'll be making another video, and we'll make some kind of dangle or tassel with these. And I do have a strawberry collection of things that I'll be making a strawberry journal at at some point. So let me I need to grab something. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I had to grab a notebook ring. If you don't have notebook rings, you can hang these on anything. Like a lobster claw clasp, maybe you have some of those. You can even use another piece of ribbon. Just tie it around, wrap it around, and then I guess I could show you. How about that? Let me show you. I'm trying to think. Let me make a long piece here out of this since I have this sitting here. I think this would be a good piece to do it with. Could make it a little bit longer than I think I need. Yeah, in case you don't have anything that you think that you want to make a tassel out of, like a notebook ring or whatever, just take a piece of your ribbon, your whatever, anything, yarn, string, your wax cord, whatever you want to use, and put it in the middle. I can't get a hold of it. Hold on. Can't get a hold of it. Okay, put it in the middle. And then you have a piece to hang it with too, so that's fun. But just tie a knot here. So you tie a knot here in the middle. Oh, I can hear my chimes. Tie a double knot. Alright, so you have that to hang it with. And then you take another piece. Let me get that same thing. I think, do I want the same thing? Let me see. Yeah, let's get the same thing because this is not like overpowering this or anything. So another piece to wrap around to make our little headpiece that I talked about. So long enough to become part of the tassel if you want. You can just tie a little bow so you don't need as long of a piece. But I kind of, you know, and especially this will become part of the tassel. So there's the piece that's going to become part of the tassel, and then leave a little extra to tie around, make a knot or double knot, and a little extra if you want to make a bow maybe. So we'll do this right here. So yeah, this is what you can do if you do not have, which piece did I want to do now? Which one's longer? This one. Okay, so yeah, if you don't have anything that you think you could make a tassel out of, this is how you can do it. And then just tie this around your little top part here. I mean, you don't even have to do this either. You could end it there and just have your tassel like that. I just like to have this little piece on the top. It kind of looks more tassel-y to me, but either way is fine, just whatever you like. But there you go. See, then you tie this little piece. And you can tie a double knot here. Make sure it's not going to come undone. And then a little bow, like I said, I left extra for a double knot and a bow. I'll tie that up. I lost my little loop. Hold on. Let me get a hold of it. Tight. There we go. I got it in my fingers now. Okay. And there you go. And let's see, there's the pieces that are from the new piece. They just kind of blend in. Got my little bow. This happens to be a very flexible piece of ribbon, so you know, if yours is more stiff, it will be sticking out like a bow, but this is hanging down because it's a very fluid piece of ribbon. But there you go. And then this I can hang from my journal. If you're going to hang it from a journal, I mean, you can hang it from your doorknob, you can hang it from a gift, you can hang it from a keychain, whatever you want to do. But if I was going to hang this from a journal now, you can put this, well, this one has the eyelet, so I could put this through the eyelet and tie it on there. Or I could even just put it on a paper clip. Where's my paper clips? They're right here. Or, well, yeah, if you want to just tie it onto a paper clip, I will show you. I'm just showing you things I didn't even plan on showing you today. But put your ribbon through there, through your paper clip, tie it on. I didn't know I was going to be showing you alternatives to these things today, but why not? So I always show you the other way. But anyway, you'll be tying it on here. I think I did that right. Just tie it onto your paper clip. Hold on, I'm trying to do it where you can see it, and so I want it to be like, just pretend like I have a little loop here that's going to go at the top. So I just tie a little double knot here. There's one and there's two. There we go, see? And so you could, at this point, leave this. You can cut it off. You can tie another bow. You can do whatever you want, but then you can take it and just slip it over the the spine of your journal, just like that. And you've got a pretty, isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. That's what we made today, this one right here. This is the beautiful thing that we made today. Isn't it gorgeous? With all those pretty pieces in there. And with the right journal, it'll be perfect. It doesn't go with this one, but look at that. And then you can leave it if it's different lengths down here. You can leave it, or you can trim it and make them all even if you want. I might trim it a little bit, but I don't go crazy trying to get it like perfectly even. So I want to show you the charms. Hold on, let me get it off of here now without destroying anything. Got kind of trying to go into my eyelet there. All right, there we go. All right, let's move that out of the way. And oops. Okay, so I'm gonna probably put my notebook ring on there. I don't know. We'll see. I might just hang it up over and back of me like this now for now until I decide how it's going to be used. But this is our tassel, and intertwined in here, like I said, integrated, is our little pieces, our little charms. They're right there. The scissors, you know, and all the little pieces are in there. So that's fun. When you want to look through and see what's in here, you'll see the little charms. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. And stay tuned for the strawberry resin jars. And I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to check out my links below. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.